Could you tell me you don't like Trump? You can't stand the man. You can't stand his voice. You don't nothing about him, right?
There isn't any much of anything. I'm no, that I really can't stand him. That's right.
Okay, I got a question for you. Is when, and it's a pretty easy question. When did you feel that you didn't like Donald Trump? I mean, do you remember the day you said to yourself, "I don't like that man"?
I never watched his show that he had on TV, but I used to see them advertise it all the time. And way back then, I thought, what a jerk. That show he had on TV.
Yeah, The Apprentice or something.
Yeah.
You're fired. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Way back then, and I don't even know when that was, but it was a really long time ago. I never watched it, but they used to, advertise it, and I always, yeah, so I just way back then thought he was a jerk, and
Yeah, I didn't watch it either.
I never watched it, so I don't know.
But that wouldn't the show. He was a jerk. Yeah, he's an entertainer. He's a jerk. But you're really passionate about Todd. Where's your mother? I can't see her.
Oh, I'm here. I'm
But
looking at.
you're really passionate about not liking him. And I just didn't know when it was that you
No,
decided that you
it's
really.
his mouth. I mean, LePage was the same way, and if I had been LePage's wife, I'd have stuck a sock in his mouth. But he's not as bad as Trump, and I voted for LePage. But it's just his that smirk on his face, and that everything is. I mean, everything about him, everything he has. He thinks everything he touches is perfect. I mean, there hasn't been a better president. There hasn't been if he has a physical, there hasn't been a president that's in better physical shape than he is. It's all the superlatives.
You mean it's
He
like the best
really.
ever? It's the best ever physical ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and the other thing is the names that he calls people. I just think that it's very juvenile. I think he's got Arrested Development. I think he's back being like a 5 year. I think his emotionally, he's like a 5 year old.
Could it be that he's like attacked 24/7 from every direction?
No, I think that from
Every
what I
day.
read,
Every day.
his father was really tough on him, and his brother either died of a drug overdose or committed suicide. I can't remember which it was. And
Something like
I
that.
I think it was the way that he was raised, that everything he does, that he has to be better at everything. So I think it's a mental problem. I think it's a psychological problem with him. I think he's just. No, I don't think it has to do with him being attacked. I mean, when he can't even say, like calling Joe Biden crooked. I call him Crooked Joe. I mean, that's juvenile.
Well,
That's
no,
junior high
Joe,
school.
we're going to all find out. We all know the checks. It's all evidence. It's all right in front of everybody's face. I know you didn't like Trump during The Apprentice, so when he was on TV, but when was the time you really passionate about not liking him? So I just didn't
His
know, was it
mouth.
after he become president? Then when he talked, you saw more of him?
When he was running, no, even during the debates way back when he was running against Hillary Clinton, even during the debates when he was debating, like
Jeb
even
Bush, and he told Jeb Bush, shh, shh. Do you remember Jeb Bush?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that, but I just don't care for him as a person. That's all. I
Okay.
just don't think. I mean, he may very well. He may be a very charitable person. He may do things. Do a lot of good things that people don't even that he doesn't take credit for, that people don't know about. I'm not saying that I don't know, but it's just his personality. I just can't stand his personality.
Okay.
And to make fun of people the way he does, I mean, I just don't. Like he said, well, Nikki Haley, she's just average.
I think that's because
He's so insecure. He's so insecure that he has to make fun of other people to make himself feel
I
bigger.
don't know about he got everything. I don't know how you're insecure when you get
he makes
everything,
fun
but
of people that's in the same job, in the same field.
usually the people
It's
that are
your
making fun of him.
competition. then your competition, he's in.
I mean, it's just juvenile.
Absolutely. If you're competition, he will tear you apart, but he's also attacking people that are always attacking him. They're always attacking him every day.
I understand. I understand, and I believe that the press is extremely biased. I do agree with that. They're going to prop Biden up. I agree with that.
Wicked.
Terrible.
They withhold information, like
Yes.
Biden being a crook.
Well, I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Well, we'll have to get into that another time. I'll have to take
yeah, I've got to get the cat some medicine here in a minute. But
right.
Yeah, I just it's mostly a lot of this is just his personality and the way he is, and
Awesome.
Yeah.
At least we know. Now I just wanted to know because I didn't understand. It's basically his mouth and what he says and his exaggerations huge and everything. You're right though.
Yeah,
Everything he does, if he ate a breakfast, it's the best breakfast ever.
And he thinks he's running against Obama too, apparently.
Oh, Michelle, they want Michelle to run. They keep talking about
No. He said something about the other night. He said something about Obama. He mistook Biden for Obama. He mistook Biden for Obama. He I can't remember what it was now. And then he couldn't pronounce Venezuela the other night either.
Yeah, he speaks every day, steady, all day long, every day. I mean, you record everything that man says is being recorded every time he speaks, all day long. And where is Joe Biden right now? Where is the president of the United States? Well, how come he's not out talking? How come he's not even running?
Let him.
Because he can't talk.
They won't let him.
He can't talk.
Well,
he always goes up to little girls and sniffs them.
He does have a stutter, and he works really hard not to stutter. So
stutter, man. He's got a stutter, all right. Yeah, he's always had the stutter. But every time he sees a little kid,
I am royally pissed that they're the two that's going to be running again, because I sure hoped after the last time that we weren't going to go through it again.
Well, we'll just watch Trump. He'll fix. We'll go through this. He'll fix stuff. He'll fix stuff immediately. How come you can't understand that Trump? He didn't have any wars. There was no wars during Trump administration.
No, there wasn't.
None, because no one would mess with him.
Well,
that's
I believe. I think that they think that he was so unstable that I don't think anybody did want to mess with him. I agree with that.
No, he told him, he said, if you mess with the United States and mess with our people, that's it. You'll have the wrath of whatever.
I know. That's
he's a strong. So you admit he's a strong leader. Strong leader. No one messed with him.
He was firm that way. But on the other hand, he also thought that I don't know whether he really thought that Kim Jong-un, or whatever that guy's name is, liked him, or whether he was just, I don't know. And he sort of tried to sidle up to Putin too.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yeah. Well, North Korea was a problem. They were shooting missiles and all that. We hear about North Korea for year after year after years after years.
Oh, yeah,
and all of a sudden, guess what? They stopped shooting missiles.
Well, they did.
I mean, things were accomplished. There's so many things that we could go over, but we will watch if he gets reelected, which yes, he will. We'll just see him fix things immediately. Boom, boom, one after another. And I'll point them out to you.
Well, I hope you do.
I hope we fix everything.
I'm rooting for Nikki Haley.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. I actually liked Nikki. I don't anymore. You know why? Because she says, I'm a woman of my word. And what she said was, I won't run if President Trump runs for president. And then she did. And then she guaranteed that she would support the nominee to the Republican Party. She said she made a pledge and promised that she would. And now she's not sure she's gonna.
Well, I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. They should never have had to make a pledge. Like Chris Christie was the only one that didn't make.
Well, it was to get on the debate stage. Yeah, they all did to get on that debate stage. That was part of the deal, I guess.
Well, Chris Christie didn't. He didn't. But the rest of them did, but he didn't.
Okay. Either way.
I liked Chris Christie. I'd like to have seen him.
Hey, do you remember, you know what? Do you remember back years ago when Trump ran in 2016 and they asked that same question? Do you remember that? Do you know the only, I think if I remember right, the only one that didn't put their hand up that he would support? Now you're supporting Nikki Haley right now, saying she's strong because she doesn't have to support the nominee. But in 2016, Donald Trump was the only nominee up there that put his hand up and said, I don't guarantee to support that nominee. See? Do you see what I'm saying? He's the only one. He was doing the same thing you just said. He's like us. He's like you and me. He really is. Except he's got a lot of money. He's not one of them stinky politicians, them sniffy.
Well, I
Ugh.
think that's what he wants everybody to believe, that he isn't one of those politicians. But
Well, he is. He's a politician. I understand, but he's not though. But that's another story. I just wanted to see when you started
I
disliking him.
never liked him way back. I mean, not that I ever watched the show because I never did, but I just
Me neither.
thought he was I just didn't care for him way back then. So that's
Oh,
probably why.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it. She's awesome. She really is, Todd.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got great points. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's awesome.